Welcome to our channel Beyond the Spotlight, Discovering the Unseen. Today we have a truly inspiring guest with us, Mr. Barun Ray. He is special not just because I have known to him for over 2 decades, but because he has chosen to begin a new chapter in his life at an age when most people are thinking about retirement. I had the privilege of working with him for several years before our career took different paths. Although our professional journey diverged, we stay in touch over the years. I recently came to know that he started his own business. Starting a business is always challenging, but doing so later in life takes exceptional courage, confidence, and determination. So let's hear the story behind this remarkable decision of him and learn what inspired him to take this bold step when many others are slowing down. So just not wait. Come and talk to him about his journey.
First, let me start by thanking you and your channel that giving me the honor to invite me into your channel and interacting with your audiences. And yes, as you said, as you introduced me, that I am already 60 plus, and at this advanced age, I have plunged into the business, where most of the people, most of my contemporaries and compatriots are taking it easy. They are retiring, and they are maybe after retirement, they have their own things to pursue. Whereas I am in a business, which is again a very challenging thing. So, but then it was more of a, it was not planned. It was more of a compulsion that I have come into this business. As you know that COVID-19 in 2020 though, 2020, 2020 was like a portal. As you know, a portal is something where you enter, and when you come out of that, it becomes you enter in a different world, different society. And that has happened. After the lockdown, we knew that almost the whole society has changed. People have lost jobs, and people died. I am sure that I speak to anybody, and in everybody's family, there is one we know that who has died in COVID. That's the reality of the fact. And we have seen also the way the government and our society, how the whole thing broke down at the time of COVID-19. And at the same time, I was working as a project head of a new company, new multinational, who wanted to have their own footprint in Eastern India, and I was heading their project in Eastern India. But then COVID-19 happened, so they had to fold up to that project. So basically, de facto, I was jobless. Now, at that time, I did not really pursue for a full-fledged job of my own, because I know that I was already touching 60, so nobody would give me a job. But then I had a lot of, I started writing because I had the flair of writing. I started my own blog, and there was some good readers also, good number of readers in my blog I found. And then I came out with a book also. I published a book also just after that. So, but then I started content writing also as a professional content writer. But then I found that to run your family, content writing is not enough. Maybe it's for a person who is starting his or her career at the age of 18, 20, 25, that is good. But for a person who is responsible for his family, so you have to think differently. So actually I was, as you know, that in my previous assignment, I was the person who was heading a division where I was heading the e-commerce business of that company. So I had that e-commerce background where I started the e-commerce business from scratch. And I was a bit fascinated about the e-commerce business. Because a simple man, if he has a catalog of product to sell without any physical shop and without having too many inventories, he can open a business of his own. And the world is his client, world is his customer. Right. So that itself is a very challenging and very, very hopeful thing for me. So that was the idea. I was trying to find out something, a product which I can sell through the e-commerce. At the same time, which did not have too many, servicing issue. Previously, I was in electronic a brand, electronic company used to sell electronic product, where there was always a electronic, as you know, it requires a lot of after sale service. Like installation is an after sale service.
Yes.
Like product, when the product doesn't function properly, that's you require after sale service. But that again requires infrastructure. I did not have, and I did not want to get into all that. So I wanted something which is easily can be sold and which can easily be accepted by the customers. So I came out with, at the same time, my wife, she always wanted to do something in frozen food kind of thing. So first thing that comes to mind whenever you think of frozen food is ice cream, dessert kind of thing. But then we thought that if I have to sell a known brand to the e-commerce sites, there will be a lot of competitions. Because why would a known brand sell through me? There are bigger distributors, bigger dealers in place. So I wanted to have a brand of my own.
Okay.
So I started researching things, and then I stumbled across this product line, which is ready to cook frozen food. So my name of my company is FROSTYS, and the name of the brand is Rayfrost. So in FROSTYS, we are manufacturing various frozen food like fish fry, like fish finger, like chicken nuggets, chicken spring rolls, chicken strips, different prawn items, different veg items, which we can sell directly to the customers through e-commerce. So if you can understand this kind of product we are manufacturing, this kind of packaging we are doing. So this is a 300-gram pack. So this we are selling through various e-commerce site, and these are frozen product ready to cook. You can purchase, anybody who purchases it, he or she can just directly go take it to the pan and fry it.
And eat it.
So that's what we are doing at the moment.
So, what was the biggest challenge you faced when you started FROSTYS at this age?
See, I think there is a very well-known quote that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So the main issue is taking the first step. So that is when a lot of hesitation comes. So that is where the fear comes, and most of the time fear is the fear of failure. अगर कुछ किया नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा? But the situation we were in, I was in, so that fear of failure was not there. Because when you have your back in the wall, only way to go is go forward. So once we decided, it's not me, my wife Jolly had given me a lot of support. When we decided that we would go into the business, and when we decided that this is the product we will work into, then I think the things fell in place, because internet is something where on your laptop you can take the whole world research into your laptop. So I did a lot of research, I spent a lot of time, what kind of food I would be doing, who are the suppliers, who are the manufacturers, whether they're. Then I started doing a lot of legworks also, visiting the manufacturers, because I don't have a manufacturing of my own. So I had to tie up with a manufacturer who work as an OEM, original equipment manufacturing. They don't have their own brand, but they are there more than 8-9 years manufacturing the same product and selling it to various cafes and restaurants. So I had to tie up with them. So I tied up with them and then started my brand.
So what makes Frosty different from the many ready-to-eat food option already available in the market?
See, this market, though it is highly cluttered, but then this market is highly unorganized.
Okay.
There are plenty of players, small and large, and there are big players like Godrej, like IFB, like Total. There are a lot of other brands. Some are all India based.
One Mackin brand is also very popular.
Mackin is there. Some are national brands, some are local brands. But most of the brands that I have found out has faced a simple problem. The main problem they face is the problem of quality, maintaining quality, because majority of the brands, they do not have the direct quality control under them. I will not be able to tell you about Godrej and IFBs. They are too big for me to comment. But I'm sure they also get things job work done by various companies, because it's not possible for everybody to manufacture everything. Though you can control a lot of things, but then there are some issues. And at the same time, for me as Frosties, I have a very hands-on kind of approach. I am involved in almost on the day-to-day manufacturing level also. And the partner I have, who is the main person in manufacturing, he has a lot of experience, and he has expertise. Plus, he has the same mindset as I have in maintaining quality and giving the proper kind of quality to the customer. So that, I think, makes a lot of difference, because if you are number 2, number 3, or number 10 in a market, so you always strive to do better in your life, better to be come up into this thing. So we are far away from that, but then we are still trying. We are very new into it.
What kind of customer did you have in mind when you created this brand Frosties?
See, customer is basically, I was gunning for customers who are mostly, internet savvy, who purchase things from various e-commerce sites. That was the main focus, because creating a brand is not a matter of joke. And we did not have a lot of fund to invest. So it was more of a very small investment fund we had, and that also we are doing it on a it's more like machli ka tel mein machli bhajna jo bolta hai, machet tel mein maach bhaja jata hai. That's what we are doing now. So the question is that, what was the question you said?
My question was, what the kind of customers
So
do you have
customers was
in your
basically
mind?
young people who have the money to spend, and they have, most of the time they have a good job. They don't have much time come back and cook a elaborate meal, whether they are living alone or whether living as a couple or whether living a part of the family. So our food is something that you can have at any time during the day, whether as a snack or as a part of your daily meal, and it's very easy to cook. All you need to do is open the packet and put it into a pan, and
Just fry it.
Fry and have
it's ready to eat.
It's ready to eat. But then they are the direct customers. But then I have found that the market is so big that if I only concentrate on end users, B2C, which is called, so we will be limiting ourselves. So what we have done is that we are now going to B2B also. Like cloud kitchens is a big segment, like cafes and small restaurants are a big segment where we are again supplying, and our product has been accepted both in terms of quality and in terms of price.
Okay.
So that's a very big, that's a very big hausala, jisko bolte hai, very big hope for us, that in the long run we will sustain if we keep on giving good product, good quality product at reasonably good price.
And what has been the biggest lesson you have learned since starting this business?
I'm still learning.
Okay, so still learning.
I'm still learning. It's not that I have already learned a lot of things. The point is that I think the best lesson would be that once you start something, you have to keep on doing that. Success is not about destination, success is about journey. So unless I enjoy the journey, I will not be able to do anything. And even if I reach success, that success will not be very sweet. So what I keep on doing myself is that when I was working, I had to compromise on a lot of things. Maybe the boss I was dealing with is not to my liking. Maybe the customers were to my liking. Maybe the quality or the product I was selling might not be in my liking. But I had to do it because that was my job. But now that I am in a business of my own, I decide a lot of things. So I work with, at least till now, I keep on doing that. I work with those people with whom I am comfortable, whether they are my customers, whether they are my partners. So that way, I would like to work with those people with whom I can work long term.
Do you think starting a business at 60 gives you an advantage that a younger entrepreneur may not have? What do you have to say?
That's a bit of a trick question. But I think advantage, disadvantage. See, I have started business not because I had some other option. So I started this business because I had no other option. I have to do something to earn some money, and I
Right.
wanted something and to earn some money honestly. And I had some skill of my own, which I have acquired over last 35 years of my job, and I am using that skill into my business. So at the age of 60, I am sure I have a lot of my friends who are after retirement, they are not in a job, but they are pursuing their own goal. I have a friend who is a scientist and he is a filmmaker. I have a friend who is a scientist who travels a lot, goes to Himalaya, and he's a a body builder kind of thing. He's an exercise freak. They're passionate about what they're doing. So 60 is not a age where you just go and lie down. And so I think 60, as it is nowadays said, is the young youth, young age of
Age is just numbers.
age is just number. So what you think in mind is very important. So I would rather say anybody who wants to start business at 60, why not? Because you have your experience to fall on, which a 20-year-old guy may have a lot of enthusiasm, but they might not have the experience. But I think experience matters in this case.
Right. So, where do you want to take the Frosty over the next 5 years? What's your planning?
See, I am in this business for last, I think, 14, 15 months. And as luck would have it, I am seeing the growth. Almost every month I am growing.
Right.
So in the coming 5 years, if the growth goes, I think I'll be at least even if I'm not a national brand, I think I'll be at least in a state level brand where I'll be present in 2-3 segment in a good way, like in B2C segment, B2B segment. So this is the long-term plan, and maybe now good volume quantity.
So, it was Barunda with us. Thank you, Barunda, for giving us your precious time. I have met you for a long interval of time. So, thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Goutam, for inviting me in your channel again. And let's hope in future also we will meet and discuss our company and give you a good story about our growth.
Thank you.
Thank you.